A Plaguelands Media production.
Okay, so I think we're in an okay spot at the moment. Do I want to move the first player marker? Yeah, I'm going to move the first player over to Patricia. And Patricia is going to come down here to London. And for her second action, she's going to get a focus token. Okay. Lola, she is in Sydney. I wanted her to come over here. Can she handle... You know what? I'm going to have her rest. So she gets back 1 health and 1 sanity. And then I'm having her travel to Relay right there. There is a reason for that. Bob Jenkins. Bob. You are going to move to here. And you are going to rest, getting back 1 of your health and 1 of your sanity. Father Mateo, you are going to get a... You can't get a ship ticket in the wilderness, you dumb shit. You're going to travel to Rome. And you are going to rest. I need a 4, 5, or 6 to get rid of my hunger. I did. I no longer have the hunger condition. Thank you very much. And he will get back 1 health. And he doesn't need any sanity. He's perfectly fine. Okay. Encounter time. Patricia is in London. Let's see what happens to her. An archaeologist asks you to find information about the poor family. Observation -1. She's still rolling 2 dice. All right. She failed. I will spend a focus to re-roll 1 die. And she failed again. I'm going to spend her second focus to re-roll. And she failed again because she's too busy looking at her boobies. If you fail, you begin to hear sounds on the walls, gain a hunted condition. All right. She is now hunted. Okay. Let's find the hunted condition. Is it in here? Nope. That must mean it is in here, possibly. Cursed. Hunted or haunted? Let me reread that. My eyes aren't what they used to be. Just like the old grey mare. Ain't what she used to be. Hunted. Okay. It's not that condition. Haunted, cursed, paranoia. Hunted, there we go. Okay. Hunted. If you perform a travel action, roll 1 die on a 5 or 6, discard this card. Test observation. If you fail, flip this card. Okay. So she is being hunted in London. Okay, we go over here for her encounter. We have zombies. Will check. I need 1 success, which I don't get. So she loses her sanity. That's okay. And then strength -1. So she has 2. She has 2. Okay. I fucked up. That's on me. She got 1 success. So she's going to lose her health. And the zombie is also going to lose a health. I messed up. I should have used the dynamite. Okay. That's on me. That's perfectly fine. Bob, where are you? You are trying to get a clue doing a research encounter in a wilderness space. Okay. You ask the villagers about their peculiar folklore. Influence. Influence of 4. You're a salesman, Bob. If you don't do this, you're fired. Lose a focus to re-roll. And he succeeded. If you pass, you recognize references to cannibalistic rituals in honor of Azathoth. Gain this clue. Okay. Bob has a clue now. And Father Matteo is just hanging out in Rome. Of course he is. The fortune teller, Madame Langine, offers a gift. Gain the 4 of Cups unique asset. Okay. Okay. Okay, that is the 4 of Cups unique asset. When you gain this card from the deck, improve will. All right. Whenever you roll a 1 during a will test as part of a combat encounter, you may re-roll the die. Okay. She says that she's the Duchess, right, and that she is hiding from assassins. By visiting her, you have placed yourself in great danger. Lose 2 health unless you gain 1 injury condition. I'm going to lose the 2 health. I don't want an injury condition. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. That is everyone's encounter phase. Mythos time. Omen increases by 1. Okay, we have blue. Blue. So Doom goes down by 2. We get a monster surge on those gates. According to our card, each gate gets 2 monsters. Okay, let's do Tokyo first. Tokyo gets a Deep One hybrid and a Yithian. And down here gets Starspawn and a Ghost. Okay. Fitting, I suppose. Just stack those up. A lot going on down here. And then we spawn 2 clues. Space number 1. There. And what is that? The pyramids. Right there. And another difficult card. Look at this. How many? Look. Out of all of these cards, we've got the easy one here. 1, 2, 3. Research card should be there. 4. 1 easy, 1 normal, and 4 difficult cards so far. This is what I love about this game. You never know what the fuck is going to happen. Okay. The full moon seems to stir the blood of every beast. Even, what does that say? Listless old hounds seem possessed by the spirit of some feral encounter, vicious and cruel. Oh, damn it. Resolve the reckoning effect of each monster on the game board twice. If there are no monsters on the game board with reckoning... Okay. Okay. No reckoning effect here. Zombies have a reckoning effect. Spawn the zombie horde epic monster on this space. If you do, discard this monster. I can't actually do that twice, but give me a moment to find the zombie horde. Okay, here is the zombie horde epic monster. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, so that health kind of goes away from the zombie, I guess. I believe this star spawn, we've got to do this twice. Roll 1 die on a 1 or 2, advance Doom by 1. Doom advances, Doom advances. Okay. Doom goes down to 6, just like that. The Migo is going to move here and eat this clue. What other monsters do we have? The Dunwich Horror. The Dunwich Horror. Roll 1 die. If the result is less than investigators, spawn a gate equal to or less than. So we don't get a gate, and we do get a gate, which will open in the Himalayas, getting us a monster. Which is the Night Gaunt. And we have the Warlock. This is going to be bad. Roll 1 die on a 1 or 2. The nearest investigator gains a curse condition. 1 or 2. Nope. Nope. Thank God. Okay. That was brutal. All right. We've got to get 4 clues to Patricia. So, we are going to make okay, here's the problem. Bob Jenkins is trapped at the moment. He doesn't have a C ticket. He can only move once. So if... Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make Father Mateo first player. Okay. His 2 actions. He's going to move to London and he's going to trade his 2 clues with Patricia. There's his 2 actions. Patricia is going to get a ship ticket and is going to use it to move here. Using movement and then the ship ticket to move there. Lola is going to move and let's get a focus token. Then Bob Jenkins is going to rest, getting back 1 health and 1 sanity, and then he's going to trade to Patricia. Okay, here we go. Encounter phase. Fuck, I hope this works. London encounter for Father Mateo. Alright. Members of the Magic Circle will share their secrets if you find them, if you fool them with sleight of hand. An observation test, and his observation is 1. This isn't going to work. Told you. If you fail, they hypnotize you, get the amnesia condition. Oh, that's great. We've got an amnesiac priest running around London. No idea what's going on. So let's grab the first amnesia condition we find in the deck. I swear amnesia's in this deck, isn't it? Alright, well, let's try the other deck. Wait, that was paranoia, hallucinations, amnesia. Oh, I'm going to take that one because the back of this one was revealed, and that is never good. So we'll take that one. So we've got an amnesiac priest running around London. We move to Patricia. She is on a generic wilderness space, I believe. So she's just going to have a generic wilderness encounter. Cut the deck so you know I'm not cheating. Okay. Far from any road or village, you find a shallow grave marked with an arcane symbol. As you dig, why would you dig? A growing dread weakens your resolve. Test will. She has a will of 4. And she passed. If you pass, you find a charred corpse clutching a journal. Gain 1 clue or improve lore. I'm taking the clue. Of course I'm going to take the clue. Her lore is fine. You know, Bob Jenkins would have also traded the alien device. I'm just going to do that now. Okay. Okay. Lola, where are you? You're in Buenos Aires. We haven't used this deck yet. So we get to shuffle. Okay, Buenos Aires. You sneak into the temple and overhear the rough croaking of deep ones chanting. You recognize familiar elements to the words. They are intoning. Test lore. Her lore is 3. And she passes. If you pass, gain 1 ritual spell. Okay. Let's grab the spell deck. Okay, this is our giant spell deck. Let's give it a weirdly odd shuffle. Yeah, so many cards in this game, but it is one of the greatest Lovecraftian board games ever made. I just absolutely adore it. And we'll cut it, and we'll take from the bottom until we get a ritual spell. Straight away, summoning. Okay, let's have a quick look at summoning. Test law +2, so you should be rolling 5 dice. If you pass, you may move one monster of your choice with toughness equal to or less than your result to your space. Okay. Not good, not bad, just somewhere kind of in the middle. Okay, finally it is Bob Jenkins. He's doing a generic wilderness. The terrain ahead of you looks impassable, but going around would take too long. You'll need to find some way to move forward. Observation. His observation is 2. And he passes. If you pass, you discover a path. Move 1 space. Do I want to move 1 space? I've got to move 1 space, I guess. All right. Puts him there. Okay. That is the end of the turn. Time for the mythos phase. Okay, we spawn clues. 2 clues. That is space 7. There. And nope. Space 12, which is right there. Okay. We've got to put the rumor on Antarctica. Where is that bag? We have a rumor on Antarctica. And 3 Eldritch tokens. Okay. Okay. Astronomers in the southern hemisphere have begun to see radical changes in the stars. Constellations have become completely unrecognizable. Reports from Antarctica describe seeing a second moon. Ongoing rumor. Transported to the Hyades. As an encounter, an investigator on Antarctica may search for the herds of Baiki that inhabit the place. Observation -1. Okay. If he passes, he may spend clues equal to half the investigators, so 2 clues. To solve this ritual, when there are no Eldritch tokens on this card, each investigator loses 2 health and 2 sanity, impairs 1 skill of their choice, and gains 1 injury condition, 1 madness condition, 1 bane condition, then solve this rumor. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. You know what? I'm going to leave this one up to Lola. Going to leave it up to Lola. At the end of the mythos phase, however, an investigator may spend clues equal to the number of investigators and discard the Massa de Requiem per Shogi artifact to solve the mystery, which we are going to do. We're going to get rid of 4 clues, and we're going to discard that. Okay, where's the artifact deck? Get rid of 4 clues. We have solved the mystery. That is 2 of our 3. Here we go. We have 1 mystery left to solve. What will it be? Is that upside down? That is upside down. There we go. And okay, omens of devastation. The Nemesis moon appears in the night sky, visible to all and heralding imminent doom. When an investigator closes a gate that corresponds to the current omen, they may spend a clue to place an Eldritch token on this card at the end of the Mythos phase. If there are Eldritch tokens equal to half the investigators, solve the mystery. Okay, the omen is on blue. San Francisco's green. Blue down here. But I can't fight those creatures. And I believe blue over here. But I can't fight those creatures. Okay. I'm going to make Lola the first player. First thing she's doing is getting a ship ticket. Second thing she's doing is traveling up here. Okay. Bob Jenkins. Come here and fight the riots. Bob Jenkins is moving to San Francisco, and he's doing an influence action. We didn't restock that. So we have a monster hunter. Okay. And he gets no successes, but I don't really care. That's not the point. Father Mateo. I want him to stay in London because London spawns clues and we need clues. What does the mystery say? The mystery says you may spend one clue to place one Eldritch token when you close a gate corresponding to that. So we need clues. That's all there is to it. So he's going to stay in London. He's going to do an influence. He got one success, which is not enough. He's going to get a... No, then he's going to do a rest action. Roll one die on a 5 or 6. I can discard the amnesia. Nope, I can't. But I get back a health, which is a-okay by me. Okay, Patricia. She's stuck there. What has she got? Alright, you know what? Patricia's coming down here. Only thing she can do, she performed the travel action. So she's still hunted. And she'll do an influence. And she got one success. It's not going to get her anything. Okay, that's it. Encounter time. Lola is going to try and get this clue. The research action. She is in a city space. A police car has been overturned by a Xylocan. You race to rescue them trapped inside. She has three strength. And she passes. If you pass, the grateful officers share everything they know about the alien creature. Gain this clue. Okay. She gets that clue. That is exactly what I wanted for her. Okay. Bob. Bob is taking on the riot. Before resolving the strength check, you may attempt to disperse the mob with influence -1. And he succeeded. So they go away. Now, Bob gets to have an otherworld encounter to try and close this gate. Although I think this is a bad idea. And he goes to Yugoth. You find yourself in the cloud-covered moon. Nithon looking down upon the surface of Yugoth. You try to find the pyramids on the planet's surface with an observation. He has 2 observation, and he fails. Okay. Migo scientists spot you and beam messages into your brain. You try to interpret these alien ideas. Test law 2, and he fails. If you fail, the thoughts of your senses gain a madness condition. Good job, Bob. Good job, Bob. Okay. So Bob has been assaulted by the Migo's brainwaves, and he gets a madness condition. I'm going to shuffle this and draw from the bottom. Nope. Nope. Injury, exposure, injury, illness, injury, madness. Bob gets hunger. Sorry about that slight interruption. Bob gains the hunger condition. We saw this before. When you perform a rest action, you cannot recover sanity. On a roll of 4, 5, or 6, you can discard it. Father Matteo, where are you? You're in London. You get a London condition. London encounter, sorry. H.G. Wells shows you items from the future after the ancient ones have devoured humanity. You cannot bear to look at them. Test will. His will is 5. He has 2 focus as well. That was a drop die. And he succeeded. If you pass, you see a way to avoid the future. Gain 1 task unique asset. Okay. Task unique asset. Okay, here is our unique asset deck. Just going to draw from the bottom till I get a task. And the first one we drew. Okay. Okay, at the end of the Mythos phase, you may spend clues equal to the investigator to sacrifice yourself for the good of all mankind. Flip this card. Interesting. Interesting. And finally, Patricia, who has to fight the Dunwich Horror, sadly. -1 to mental health. Silver Tongues, Pursuits. So she's going to roll 3 dice. She needs 3 successes or she loses sanity. And she gets 3 successes. What the fuck? Strength -2. Her strength is 2. Okay, so she's only going to roll 1 die. You always roll 1 die in this game. And she fails. So she loses 3 health. Okay, she's almost dead. Mythos phase. Omen track goes to red. Nope. Yep. Green. And that is blue. Okay. Okay. Reckoning. Reckoning. Always the funnest part of this. Okay, monsters first. So. The zombie became a zombie horde, so he shouldn't even be on the board. Starspawn. Roll a die on a 1 or 2. Advanced Doom. No. Zombie Horde. Roll a die on a 1 or 2. Advanced Doom. Yes. Doom goes down to 4. Warlock. Roll a die on a 1 or 2. Nope. Doesn't take effect. Buy a key. If there's an investigator on this space, otherwise move the monster 2 spaces towards the nearest investigator. Going to Istanbul. I believe that is everything. Oh, reckoning here. Okay, so all the pyramid cards get taken out. Okay, taking out all the pyramid cards. There, they are removed from the game, and the expedition will move to I'll cut the deck. The expedition actually moves to Arkham. Okay. He doesn't have any. Now we do cards. Amnesia. Test will. Nope, we've got to do it from first player. First player has a leg injury. Test strength. Lola Hayes got her leg broken by debt collectors, and she failed. Okay, you hop forward trying to keep your weight on your good foot while you search for a doctor that can treat you. Lose 1 health. She is down to 2 health. You may become delayed to discard this card. If not, flip it. Nope, I'm going to keep on trucking on. Okay, test will. His will is 2. He passed, so he is okay. Amnesia. Test will. His will is 5. And he passed. And hunted. Test observation. Her observation is 3. And she passed. Okay. We spawn a gate in Buenos Aires. And a monster from the bag, which is going to be a vampire. Alright. Oh, this is another difficult card. Fantastic. You must have been drugged. In your delirium, you see yourself approach a wall of complete darkness. In this void, you sense monstrous forms closing in on you. When you awake, you know the beast is gone from the world, but it has not left you. Event. The lead investigator, which is Lola, gains a corruption condition. Okay, corruption. You may gain 1 Eldritch token to reroll 1 die when resolving a test. If you gain a boon, discard this, gain 1 Eldritch token, then flip this card. Okay. Alright. Then the lead investigator discards 1 non-epic monster of their choice and gains Eldritch tokens equal to its toughness. Blue. It's green. This is blue down here. You know what? I'm going to get rid of the vampire. I know this is a bad idea, but I want that gate clear so that maybe someone can go and shut it next turn. She gets 3 Eldritch tokens. Okay. Okay, Lola is going first. Cashing in her ship ticket. One, two, to the sea space. Before that, she would have rested, giving her back a sanity and a health. So we can just say she rested, then travelled with the ship ticket. Bob Jenkins. That is green. He is going to do an acquire assets. He got no successes. That's okay. And then he's moving up here to try and get this clue. Father Mateo. Oh, we didn't do this reckoning. Discard 1. Okay. My bad. My bad on that one. Did we actually? Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. Father Mateo. He's going to rest and see if he can't cure his amnesia on a 5 or 6, so he doesn't. But he gets back a health and a sanity. So that's one action. And then he's going down a room. Okay. Patricia. She's going to move here. She's going to rest. Okay. When she does a travel action, roll a die, and she gets rid of the hunted condition. And resting gives her back 1 health and 1 sanity. Okay, encounter time. Lola, down here on a sea space. You attempt to subdue a madman who is threatening the captain of the ship. Strength -1. Her strength is 3. And she passes. If you pass, you detain the man and search his cabin. Gain this clue. Okay. Bob is doing a research action. He is in a city space. You track worshippers of something to an abandoned warehouse and observe the ritual, but the cultists notice you and attack. A cultist monster ambushes you. Okay. The cultist monster has the following stats. 1 horror. So he has to do his will check, which is 2 dice. And he passed. So he doesn't lose that. And when resolving that, lose 1 health and defeat the monster. So he loses a health. That's simple. Okay. If you pass the test, you dedicate the ritual to memory, gain this clue. Okay. Good job, Bob. Father Matteo is in Rome. He's going to have a Rome encounter. These don't go very well for him for some reason. Someone has written, "Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live in blood at a temple of Sibyl. You search for the culprit." Observation. Yes, because his observation is so good. 1 dice. He's going to spend a focus, and he's going to spend his second focus. There we go. Took 2 focus tokens, but he did it. If you pass, you catch a madman and make the world safer. Improve will. So his will is now 6. It cannot go any higher than that. Okay. And finally, we have Patrice. She is doing a generic city encounter. Okay, a shop in the old part of town is reputed to have an amazing collection of rare books, but the shop cannot always be found. You research the legend and do your best to find it. Law -2, so that is 1 dice. Nope, not even close. Whoa, sorry about that. I just knocked over the camera. There we go. If you fail, the frustrating search leaves you unsettled, lose 2 sanity. So you couldn't find a bookshop, so you went insane. Well, happens to me all the time. Okay, that is the encounter phase. Let's move into the mythos phase. Doom advances. The omen track goes. We have blue, 1. We have blue in Buenos Aires, that is 1. And we have blue, that is 1. Doom is currently sitting at 1. Okay. Reckoning time. Okay, roll a dice on a 1 or 2. This will be the end of the game. No, we got a 4. On a 1 or 2, this will be the end of the game. We got a 3. Okay. Okay. Warlock. Got a 3. That's fine. Dunwich Horror. We spawn a gate. In Antarctica. Getting a Migo down there. Okay. I believe that's everything. Now we do Mythos cards. We remove 1 from you. And up here, we search the encounter deck for all the Arkham cards and take them out of the game. Come on. Can't be all at the bottom. Okay, only 2, I guess. Shuffle. Tuck. And where is that? Is that Sydney? Istanbul. Okay, so this moves over to Istanbul. And Sydney gets taken, Arkham, sorry, gets taken out of the game. All right, so let's start with the leg injury. Test strength. Oh, wait a second. We have this Migo who's going to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, coming over here, taking that clue. I don't think I did that last time, my bad. Leg injury, testing strength, which is 3. And she fails. We flip the card. Lose 1 health. You can become delayed. I'll lose the health. 1 and... get another health token. So her leg injury is flaring up. She couldn't find a doctor. But she now has corruption. Gain 1 Eldritch token, then flip this card. So she has 4 Eldritch tokens on here. You gain a Dark Pact condition to discard all of your Eldritch tokens. You cannot stop screaming. Resolve the effect that applies. 1+, 3+, and flip the card. You know what? I'm going to gain a Dark Pact to get rid of all of these. I don't have any now, so I flip that card, but I do get a Dark Pact condition. These are always bad. I do not recommend anybody ever taking one in the game unless it's a do or die moment, which this is, because Doom is at 1. Okay, so that was that. Then we have Hunger. Test your will, 2 dice. He passed. Amnesia. Test your will, 6 dice. 4, 5, 6. And he failed. He failed on 6 dice. You cannot fathom how someone could comprehend the arcane scribbles that fill your journals and notes. For days now you have tried to decipher your own handwriting, but you have lost hope of ever understanding the words again. Impair law, influence and will, and discard this card. So will goes back down to that. Impair is a -1 to law. So he is at 2 law and a -1 to influence. And she doesn't have any. Okay, we spawn a gate. Pyramids with a monster. Thrall. Okay, hold on. What's it say? The extreme weather has makes travel impossible. Ships stay trapped in harbours, and the train's tracks are rendered impassable. Those who suffer most, poor fools, who think they can leave the city by car. Best laid plans. Each investigator that has no travel tickets becomes delayed. Then each investigator cards all of his travel tickets. Okay. Becoming delayed sucks because a delayed investigator cannot perform actions. So they basically delayed, 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 and delayed, and I can't do anything. So on this turn, Lola stands up, Bob stands up, Father Mateo stands up, and she stands up. And that is it. This is where I lose the game. Encounter phase. Lola is on a sea space. Okay, the crew knows a legend about gold coins lost in this area. The story reminds you of an obscure shipwreck you've studied. Test lore. Her lore is 3. And she succeeds. If you pass, you find the treasure and split the profits, improve influence. Useless for me, but okay. Okay, Bob is in a generic city space. What are we looking at? To find the city's legendary magic shop requires knowledge of ley lines. Law -1. Hey, you succeeded. If you pass, the owner will sell you a single curio. Gain 1 random magical asset from the deck. I'm not sure how good that is going to do me at this point, but let's just take this part of the deck, shuffle and draw from the top. 1 random magical asset. Nope. 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 There we go. Stick it back. Okay, item magical. You may discard this to gain +5 during combat encounter. Alright, that's actually pretty helpful. Father Mateo is in Rome. Let's see what happens with him. An old man calls you Salaburi, the lucky star. Gain a blessed condition. Okay, now we're talking turkey. Blessed means 4, 5, and 6s work instead of just 5s and 6s. You arrange access for him inside the Vatican Observatory. Influence, which is 2 -1, which is 1. But we are rolling our blessed dice, which he, of course, fucking fails. If you fail, his access requires a bribe, gain a debt condition. Oh, man. Okay. Let's find him a debt. There we go. He gains a debt condition, but he's blessed, so that's not bad. Patrice is going to try and close this gate. Okay, the Great Hall of Celiano. As you wander through the labyrinthine shelves, the lights are suddenly extinguished. You can hear scraping noises from the darkness, paralyzing you with fear. You try to summon the courage to find your way in the dark. It's a will check. Her will is 4, which she easily passes. Moving through the aisles, you try to recall the layout of the library. This is a lore check. Her lore is 3, which she passes. If you pass, you find your way. Close this gate. Boom, bam, bam. There we go. Didn't want to, Didn't need to. I'm going to lose the next turn anyway. Because now is the Mythos phase. And of course, the Omen track moves. Doom advances by 2, which means we flip Azathoth. Okay, Azathoth awakens, flip this card. Earthquakes and volcanic eruptions tear the earth crust apart at a rate faster than the devastation can be recorded or comprehended. As the planet's atmosphere grows increasingly toxic, the insects of Shagai return to their ships and teleport away, anxious to doom a different world. Eventually, when every living thing on the planet has been reduced to a cinder, a new outer god emerges from the ruins and joins Azathoth's court at the center of all things. And we died. That, my friends, is Eldritch Horror. One of, if not the greatest storytelling board game ever made. People will disagree with me, and that's perfectly fine. So, this video was made in honor of my great friends, Mr. Ian Van Gamet of Plaguelands Media, a fantastic artist, of Dr. Luke Carman, who I've known since my university days and who is a fantastic writer. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, do all of that good stuff. But most importantly, stay safe. Have a fantastic rest of your day, because it's literally going to take the rest of my day to basically, you know, put all this stuff away. Just so you get an understanding. Look at all those cards up there. Look at all the stuff down here, over there, piled up here. You get the idea. But just have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video.